Well, recently we covered the best duos that you can play in Overwatch so that you can have immensely more impact than you can have in solo queue. Sometimes it's not enough. The fact of the matter is you're only 1/3 of the total team, and it would be impossible for you to easily carry every single team you come across. That being said, one of the best ways to climb is actually trio queuing, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the best trios to play in the entire game so that you can have immensely more impact than even duo queuing. Anyways, all that being said, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Trios make up the building blocks of full team strategies, and you can start to actually see some teamwork and cohesion. In this video, we're going to be covering the top 8 trios that can help you to start popping off and literally hard carrying your team to victories in each and every game you play. Keep in mind that I try to keep each trio fundamentally different from one another, so while a lot of trios can simply sub out one character over and over again and it's still an effective trio, we're talking about different fundamental strategies. Well, you can mix and match some of the pieces of some trios. The point of this video is to help you learn how to critically think about team compositions to play a strategy that is worth more than the sum of its parts. Now lastly, before we jump in this video, while some team compositions are far better at higher ranks of play, we're talking about team compositions that are universally good at any rank you play as long as you effectively understand what the strengths of your team composition are and you rinse and repeat those strengths over and over again. All that being said, let's jump into our first trio, the classic Rein, Zarya, Lucio. Rein, Zarya, Lucio is one of the most effective trio compositions that you can run in the entire game. Firstly, Rein and Zarya synergize immensely well together because Rein can take space aggressively and Zarya can enable him to do that at the same time gaining precious energy charge. What Lucio allows this combo to do is engage and disengage in proactive ways. Lucio can enable better engages from the Rein and Zarya when they're being aggressive, and when they're being defensive and they're low on bubbles from the Zarya, Lucio can push away opposing Reins and tanks looking to push up on the weakened tank duo. This team trio is so powerful because it doesn't matter what your teammates are playing. Rein, Zarya, and Lucio can dictate the state of the game, dictate engagements, and ultimately hard carry the rest of their team even if they put through marginal impact. Look to be locking this trio and find synergy between Rein, Zarya's bubble usage plus engage, and Lucio's speed boost. Moving on to the next trio on our list, we have Monkey, Tracer, Zen. Tracer Zen together is powerful because Tracer wants to proactively attack specific targets, Zen can discord them and heal Tracer even from across the map. In this way, they're both synergistic together because they enable each other's strategies, and in this same way, Monkey fits right into this perfectly. What Monkey can do that Tracer Zen cannot is engage the front line and create tons of space. If Monkey jumps a discorded target, Tracer can easily follow up on that target who's either kiting away or simply trying to hold their ground against a Monkey. That amount of burst damage from Discord plus Monkey and Tracer could honestly delete just about any target. How many times in your games has a Monkey jumped in, did a little bit of damage but died, ultimately accomplishing nothing? The trick to a dive composition is you need that burst damage in order to push through the enemy team's sustain. If you don't burst down the team enough fast enough, you don't start getting kill after kill and you don't snowball your advantage. This is why as Zen, you should be looking to discord key dive targets, and as Tracer, you should be getting in position so that you already have all your blinks when you're close to the enemy. So once the enemy reels back or gets engaged upon your Monkey, you're there to burst them down and finish them off quickly before they have any chance to either use their abilities or get any sort of sustained healing at all. This composition is extremely powerful to lock, especially in the lower ranks of Overwatch. You can be hyper aggressive putting the burden of being defensive onto the enemy, and you can get pick after pick with high amounts of burst damage, allowing you to kill the enemy before they have any sort of time to react. There's only one place where you can master these characters as quickly as possible. GameLeap.com has some of the best guides handcrafted by Grandmaster players to ensure you have the best quality guide available. If you want to master these synergistic duos as quickly as possible, grab a buddy and go to GameLeap.com and you'll climb rank after rank together. Now moving on to the next top trio on our list, we have IRISA, Sigma, Baptiste. Now I'm sure many of you have already seen this composition as it's looking to be one of the de facto best meta compositions. That being said, this composition is also extremely powerful just outright if played correctly. Even in low ranks, if you master the combination that these three can provide, you create a stable base of shields, space, and sustain that your teammates can operate from. Firstly, even though far weaker than before, IRISA Stigma still create that double barrier that is really hard to burst through unless the enemy is proactively trying to break your shields. The best strategy is still trying to play around natural cover so that you can contest and hold space based on your shield usage, but you don't play right in the open, so if your shields get broken, you're easily punished. Baptiste can give all the needed healing to Sigma and IRISA as long as they don't get burst down easily and they play around natural cover. Baptiste can lamp around cover and allow IRISA and Sigma to really brawl the enemy, doing tons of damage. Essentially, the name of the game is resource advantage. The fact of the matter is you could slowly whittle down enemy shields while they'll try to do the same, but between Sigma's Kinetic Grasp, IRISA's Fortify, and Baptiste's Immortality Field, there's a lot of different abilities that can still have you fight on the front line even after your shields are destroyed. Look to brawl, break shields, and build ultimate charge, and your Baptiste will get his ultimate incredibly fast, and you can use it to turn a team fight. As far as Sigma's ult, IRISA can pull the enemies together and bait out some cooldowns, and the Sigma can easily get a 3 to 6 man ultimate. Now moving on to the next trio on our list, we have Zarya, Doomfist, Sombra. Specifically, Zarya and Doomfist are powerful because of the way they synergize together with Doomfist's engage. Doomfist can easily engage onto enemies, and one of the biggest ways that enemies want to stop the Doomfist is actually with CC. Zarya can prevent this CC, allowing Doomfist to get incredibly more value because of his time to kill and his ability to go straight in, and Zarya also gets that precious energy charge as well. How Sombra plays into this is she's a disruptor that allows more opportunity for the Doomfist to make these plays as well as the Zarya to gain space. Hacking Reinhardt or enemy CC can allow Doomfist to run rampant. EMP alone coupled with Doomfist and Zarya pushing in can be a team wipe all in itself, and both Sombra's EMP plus Doomfist Seismic Slam synergize with Zarya's Grav. Essentially, this trifecta together, when coupled with any team composition, is extremely disruptive, proactive, and hard to stop. The amount of picks you can get in from Doomfist going in alone and you bubbling him is immense, and every other fight, Sombra's gonna get EMP that can be a fight win all in itself. This is definitely a lethal trio that is the base foundation for the Hackfist team composition. Now moving on to the 5th trio on our list, we have Ana, Brig, and Reaper. Ana and Brig are incredibly powerful together because while Ana is definitely vulnerable to dive, Brig fixes tons of those weaknesses. In a similar but different way, Reaper is a perfect combination with Ana and Brig for a number of reasons. Firstly, while Ana and Brig can't be dove, one of the best ways to follow up on sleeps and Brig stuns is high burst damage. Reaper is incredible at doing this. On top of that, giving armor pack to Reaper can make him that much more lethal and allow him to burst down an enemy tank or even survive a hog hook if an enemy hog tries to hook him and punish him. Nano works incredibly well on both Brig and Reaper, and Nano Death Blossom is incredibly powerful. At the same time, having a Brig push up and bait key cooldowns such as Flashbang allows your Reaper to go in uncontested. This trifecta is insanely powerful against compositions like Dive and compositions that really want to brawl. A fat nade plus Reaper and Brig aggressively going in means an easy team wipe. So while you can make plays on Ana with other team compositions, Reaper and Brig have the actual brawling capability to punish enemies after their ante. Now moving on to the next combination on our list, we have IRISA, Hog, Hanzo. Now you already know just how powerful IRISA and Hog are. You could break shield with Hog, get easy IRISA pulls into Hog hooks to confirm kill after kill. What Hanzo plays into that is while yes, he can also spam IRISA pulls, he can give Hog and IRISA information, which is extremely vital. Being able to understand when there's someone isolated on the high ground or someone around a corner that's trying to hide for a flank kill. IRISA Hog have the means to punish enemies that are behind corners, and Hanzo has the means to find out where those enemies are and call for it. Finding synergy between your IRISA Hog Hanzo means tons of free picks for enemies alone on the high ground or playing a flank position. On top of that, Hanzo is one of the best shield breakers in the game, and coupled with Hog can allow you to win the shield war even against double shield fairly easily. Now another insane synergy that you need to build up is the timing on Hanzo Dragon plus IRISA pool. In order to get this correct, it really depends on the range, but often a Hanzo wants to start his dragon, and during the entry cast, an IRISA launches her pull so that she can pull in right when the dragon is going over the enemy, allowing you to get easy team wipes. The IRISA Dragon Pull combo is one of the best ways to get value out of Dragon, and when executed correctly, can get you pick after pick and win entire team fights with just these two abilities alone. Now moving on to the next dynamic trio on our list, we have Hammond, Pharah, Mercy. This might be the best combination for dive in the new meta, particularly against these bunker comps that want to play double shield with a Mei and a Hanzo. Pharah Mercy is incredibly powerful against this because of just how much burst damage it could do from far away, and it's pretty uncontested. What Hammond could do into this composition is make tons of opportunities for the Pharah Mercy to do more damage. You don't have to go for aggressive slams here if you're going to get punished. Your goal as Hammond is to get precious ult charge and disrupt the enemy team while your team fires tons of damage boosted Pharah rockets. Hammond is pretty self-sufficient with the ability to get health packs, so he doesn't need a high amount of healing, and Pharah Mercy are completely safe up in the sky, meaning Mei and Reaper simply cannot touch this trio. On top of that, Slam plus Barrage is an insanely powerful combo that usually ends up in at least 3 kills. And lastly, if the enemy want to swap off and play something like Widowmaker to shut down your Pharah Mercy, Hammond can definitely pressure this and put tons of pressure on the Widow, forcing her to relocate and allowing the Pharah to find opportunities to win that matchup. This trio together is actually very powerful, and I'm surprised more trios don't lock it in ranked. Matching this trio can get you tons of wins and can be played into tons of different compositions, especially on KOTH. Look to play this combo in your ranked matches. Now moving on to our 8th and final core trio combination, we have Baptiste, Rein, and IRISA. Now I know that this is similar to the Sigma, IRISA, Baptiste that we talked about earlier, but the Rein adds some specific combos that you really need to think about. Two of the things that make this combination so powerful is the fact that one, it can brawl incredibly well. New IRISA can brawl on the front lines, and Rein just wants to swing in over and over, and Baptiste enables this immensely with his immortality field and his ability to pocket you. Look to be playing onto the enemy team but around natural cover, so Baptiste can immortality field, you swing in constantly and get healed up, and your Baptiste will get an incredibly fast ultimate. Then, the Rein and Baptiste want to seek out these specific combos with Fire Strike into Amplification Matrix. However, the best combination is actually IRISA pulling a Fire Strike that goes through an Amplification Matrix. This can allow you to get picks, and this combination is one of the most powerful even at the highest ranks. If you can learn to get this timing correctly and play in a trio stack that maximizes this ability, you'll get picked after pick and win tons of free team fights simply with Amplification Matrix alone. Being able to synergize, play this in a trio of 3 people that are communicating, and practice this again and again can mean you execute it over and over and get tons of free wins. Now that we made it to the end of the list, I hope that this lays out the top 8 trios in your games. While many of these characters can be interchanged, look to understand how the characters can work together to get more value, and then understand your role in the trio and how you synergize together. In every single team composition like this, you're looking to enable your partners and using that synergy to practice strategies that you can abuse again and again. The fact of the matter is, in majority of ranks, people just play whatever they want to. In my opinion, the fact that you can trio play an inherently powerful strategy that wants to do a proactive thing over and over again to get value, that is so powerful, and I think it's incredibly underutilized. Some of the biggest win streaks I've ever been on have been trio stacks, where we really grinded a powerful interaction and abused it again and again in ranked. Now, if you want to learn to master these trios and apply it to your game, becoming better and better, grab 2 of your friends and hop on over to GameLeap.com. GameLeap.com has the best guides over every single character on the list and can help you understand fundamentally what makes team compositions weak or strong and ways they synergize, but make you a better fundamental player. That skill will transition from meta to meta. Do yourself a favor and come check us out, and I hope to see you there. Anyways, that's all I have for the top 8 trios in Overwatch. I hope this guide has been helpful for you in thinking about some of the inherently powerful trios. If you want to find some trios to synergize with, look to the description down below. That will head you over to the GameLeap Discord, where you can find tons of like-minded individuals that want to improve just like you. Any questions or video concept ideas that you want to see, including VOD reviews and video guides, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them or make anything that y'all want. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and until next time.